A brown locust outbreak is tearing through parts of the Eastern Cape and is spreading through agricultural areas. Swarms grow to be several square kilometers in size and often travel up to 50 kilometers a day. Farmers are being asked to monitor their land closely for any sign of them and immediately report it to the authorities. The Department of Agriculture provides the poison and teams when possible, but farmers are urged to get creative. Dr. Gerhard Verdoorn heads operations and stewardship at CropLife South Africa. He says conditions over the winter have been perfect for what may turn out to be a significant infestation. He joins us now. Gerhard, thank you so much for your time. What are these conditions that are driving the latest infestation?
Well, we need moisture in the soil, first of all, atmospheric moisture in the form of normal rain, and then the average soil temperature during the night and day should be 16 degrees Celsius or more. And this is exactly what happened now because of the rains that came into the Karoo and the Eastern Cape and the Kalahari last year. And now with the temperatures climbing up, we see outbreaks of locusts all over the country, and very concerning that it's in places like in the Eastern Cape Karoo area where we normally do not find locusts. So we can foresee a really big outbreak this season all over the arid zone of the country and even into the grassland areas of the Eastern Cape and maybe even the Free State.
What crops are they destroying, Gerhard, and what is the danger of not containing their spread?
Currently, they're only having an impact on the Karoo ecology, in other words, the Karoo and parts of the Kalahari. They haven't gone into crop areas yet, so they might have an impact in grasslands. But remember, they eat any green fodder they find in the way. And I think the objective of collaborating between all the farmers and CropLife and Department of Agriculture is that we keep our fingers on the pulse of the locusts and we try and prevent them from going into the crop farming areas, because many of our small farmers in the country are going to be at a terrible loss if the locusts go into their agricultural areas where they do their own crop farming for subsistence or for commercial purposes. So that's why we ask that every farm in the country, whether you're in the Karoo, the Kalahari, the Eastern Cape, the Free State, we all keep our fingers on the pulse. We do all the mechanical control methodologies that we have available, and we also report it all into the Department of Agriculture or into the CropLife SA emergency number that we know where the locusts are, and we keep our fingers on the pulse and prevent a cataclysmic outbreak this year, because no one is going to benefit from a cataclysmic outbreak of locusts in South Africa this coming season.
I've seen reports of these locust infestations before. There was that very problem earlier on in the year. I think it was in April. How did we manage to contain it then? And are we able to make sure that then there isn't a spread into the agricultural areas, like you say?
Well, I think the Agriculture Department has done the level best to provide the equipment and also the 2 registered pesticides for the locusts. There was a bit of a holdback in terms of the supply of the product, but I spoke to the farmers this morning. Many of the farmers bought their own spraying equipment. Many of the farmers now got the 2 registered pesticides from the Department of Agriculture, and many of them go out and they do their own control, which is quite a good thing. And the Department of Agriculture is also training up spray teams. And what is very nice to know is that some of the farmers in the Karoo and the Kalahari who do not want to have the pesticides applied, they use mechanical methods like they chase their flocks of sheep or springbuck over the hopper bands and they trample them to pieces, and that is also a very good way of controlling the locusts and preventing them assembling into massive swarms, because we do not want flying swarms to start flying up and going into the more eastern parts of the country, which is our grain farming area, because then our commercial farmers and our black farmers in the country are going to take one hell of a beating this year with the locusts. But I must say I'm very impressed with the way in which the farmers all group together and how they work together, and we also get very good reporting from farmers, and we report at the Agriculture Department, and the Agriculture Department is now getting the things into gear, and I think we stand a very good chance of controlling what I believe is going to be a massive outbreak, but it should not have a real devastating impact on the agriculture of the country.
Gerhard, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. I've seen the visuals, and sometimes when the locusts arrive, it looks like a black rain cloud, only for the farmers to realize it's locusts, and they do so much damage in so little time. So thank you for the work that you're doing, and hopefully we are able to contain this infestation. Please report any sightings to Dr. Verdoorn directly on 082 446 8946.